Hey folks, Shane here, Cambacho Project Farm. I'm standing here right on a natural sequence farming contour that was put in probably 3 years ago. This is through some pretty ordinary forest soils which have been further degraded by clearing the timber off it. It's become a monoculture of giant rat's tail basically, but we've just been planting trees out here. I slashed these paddocks and I hay raked them into mulch rows. We're now planting trees into these mulch rows. So we've just come below this contour this morning to plant trees, and I tell you, man, the soil is bloody pumping. We dug here, like the planting team I've got here, they've planted 35 trees in half the time it took to plant further up slope here. So it's the structure of the soil, the moisture in the soil here is already telling the story of this insignificant little natural sequence farming contour, right? So, and we go up slope a bit here, and this is rough as guts going here because I've been through here with a set of tines and just broken it. I've gone down probably 4 inches max to open this up to let a bit of air and water in. I've done, all this paddock has been raked into lines, so any of these lines is like rat's tail against rat's tail. The mulch lines will be sufficient to suffocate and snuff out any rat's tail that's under the mulch. But the fascinating thing up here is the soil is completely different up here below this old soil con drain. So Department of Primary Industry Soil Conservation Service, and a lot of these drains were put in the 60s and the 70s. So effectively, this part of the landscape up here has been effectively drained. Yeah, the plug's been pulled out of the bath for 60 years. So here's a soil up here that has had that draining happening to it, and the structure up here is like, it's like bloody concrete. So, you know, that's the soil. It's grey, it's dead, it's still got some biology, it's still got earthworms in it, you'll find earthworm tunnels in it, but it's so bloody tough and the water won't infiltrate into it. But yeah, we've started a process of change here. The rat's tail grass was talking to me. If you look at these tussocks, look at this rat's tail tussock here, and just figure out what percentage of this tussock is actually alive and thriving. And here's the next tussock here. It's on and on and on. I'm actually finding dead tussocks in this paddock. This has happened over the whole farm wherever we've got giant rat's tail. This past summer, the rat's tail has got all this rusty stuff on the leaf. So basically, this stuff is talking to me. It's saying, Shane, I've done what I came here to do. It is now time for the next set of plants in succession of building this landscape. So I've jumped right on that opportunity and come in here and started to create this disturbance. So slashing, raking, ripping, planting trees. I will start to introduce, as soon as we get into spring, I'll start putting in, I'll get really trendy and I'll put in some spring multi-species stuff. I'm mostly going to be hunting for viney legumes like Dolichos lablab that'll grow over the top of the rat's tail, and things like sugar drip sorghum, so something that'll grow up 6 foot tall, and also overposition the rat's tail grass, so it'll starve it for light. So yeah, jumping on the opportunity to create change in here because the rat's tail was telling me it's done its job, it's time for the change. So there you are, folks. This is an exciting part of the evolution for me, just looking at getting here with a pick and shovel, crowbar and shovel, and digging holes to put these trees in. And it was tough digging up here, I tell you. Like, we were working the crowbar overtime. But now we've got the trees in, and then we did this road down the bottom below this contour that's been in for about 3 years. So amazing difference in the soils. And so that shit in the soil from that old drain, that is going all the way down to this contour. And then below that contour, we're getting the effect of that contour, which is improving the structure and the moisture capacity, holding capacity of the soils. So that's it. Exciting times. Cheers. Bye.